الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد الصلاة والسلام عليك يا سيدي يا رسول الله وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا سيدي يا حبيب الله الصلاة والسلام عليك يا سيدي يا رحمة للعالمين وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا سيدي يا خاتم النبيين. O Allah, send peace and blessings upon your beloved, the best and perfect creation that you have created. Mawla ya salli wa sallim daiman أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم يا ربي بالمصطفى بلغ مقاصدنا واغفر لنا ما مضى يا واسع الكرم مولاي صل وسلم دائما عبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم. Alhamdulillah, endless praises for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for allowing us to congregate here on the day of Jumu'ah in peace and tranquility. Let's spare a moment and remember our fellow Muslim brothers and sisters around the world who may be suffering at the hands of oppression and evil. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bestow His infinite mercy and blessings upon the entire ummah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. You know, there's a verse in the Qur'an which is deemed to be the most powerful verse in the entire Qur'an. The most powerful. And the disbelievers, they acknowledge that all Muslims, from the entire Qur'an, if they do make sure that every child knows this verse, it would be this one. Out of the whole Quran, the verse which every Muslim parent endeavors to teach his child. The most powerful verse in the Quran. It's the Ayat al-Kursi. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم. صدق الله العظيم. Very, very powerful verse of the Quran. There was an incident in the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is mentioned in Sahih al-Bukhari, Sahih Hadith. There was a man in the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam who, when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam instructed Hazrat Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala an. One thing you should know about Hazrat Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala an, when it comes to narrating the hadith, Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala an has narrated the most hadith. He is the largest in the quantity terms of hadith. Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala an has narrated the most hadith. Now once Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala an the duty to look after the wealth that was collected, the charity that was collected in the month of Ramadan. To look after, to take care of it, to guard it. Now what happens is when Hazrat Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala, he's guarding this food and this provision and this wealth, a man comes and he starts to eat from the food. And Hazrat Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala sees this man, he catches him. And he says, what are you doing? Come, I'm going to take you to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. The man started crying. He said, no, please, I beg you, I'm sorry. Give me one more chance. So Hazrat Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala felt sorry for him. He let him go. The next day, same thing again. He comes and he starts stealing, eating from the food. Hazrat Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala caught him again and said, now, I'm going to take you to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. The man started crying even more. He said, please, I beg you, don't. I'm sorry, I will never do it again. Third day now, the same man comes again and he starts to steal and eat from the food. Now Hazrat Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala grabbed him and said, now I'm not going to listen to anything you say. I'm taking you to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. The man started to beg and plead Hazrat Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala. And he said, please, shall I not teach you something which if you do this, Allah will protect you and all your wealth, your property, your belongings. Allah will protect. So Hazrat Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala said, can I trust you? He said, I swear by Allah, what I'm telling you is the truth. He said, what is it? He said, every night before you sleep, recite the Ayatul Kursi. Allah will protect you and everything you own. So Hazrat Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala let him go. In the morning, when Hazrat Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala went in front of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, before Hazrat Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala could even say anything, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, oh Abu Hurairah, tell me about your prisoner last night who has been coming for the past 3 days, for the past 3 nights. Tell me about your prisoner. So Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam already knew about this incident of this thief. So Hazrat Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala narrated the incidents that happened on the 3 nights. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam asked Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala, what did this thief, what did he tell you that he was going to teach you which will protect you and everything you have? And Hazrat Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala said, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he taught me to recite the Ayatul Kursi before I sleep and Allah will protect me and everything I own. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, he spoke the truth. This thief spoke the truth. Although he is a liar. He is the biggest liar, but he spoke the truth. And he said, oh Abu Hurairah, do you know who that was? This thief that was coming to you on every night for 3 nights, do you know who that was? Hazrat Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala said, I don't know. Tell me, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, that was Shaytan. It was the Shaytan himself. And he is a liar, but what he told you was the truth. This time he spoke the truth. So what we learn is all the non-Muslims, they acknowledge that Muslims, if they make sure they teach something of the Qur'an to their children, it is the Ayatul Kursi. So as parents, if we have children, make sure you teach them the Ayatul Kursi. It's a weapon, it's a shield. It's the protection of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Not only does it protect you, there is another Sahih Hadith which is beautiful. And if you can make this a habit in your life, inshallah you will have success in both worlds, inshallah. What is it? Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, the one who after every ritual prayer, meaning the fard prayers. How many fard prayers do we have daily? 5. Fajr, Zuhur, Asr, Maghrib, Isha. The one who recites the Ayatul Kursi after every fard salah, what happens? Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said his one foot is in this dunya and the other foot is in Jannah. The only thing which is separating him from Jannah is death. Meaning the one who recites Ayatul Kursi after every fard salah, when his soul is removed, he shall enter Jannah. Subhanallah. Simple yet very powerful. Not only this, when any one of us leaves our house, the sunnah way to leave your house is by leaving with your left foot first. Exit with your left foot first. And when you enter with your right foot first. Now there's a dua to read when you depart your house. So put your left foot out first. And the dua is, Bismillahi tawakkaltu ala Allah. Meaning, in the name of Allah, I lead with my trust in Allah. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. There is no power or might except Allah. When you leave your house by saying Bismillahi tawakkaltu ala Allah, La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah, what will happen? To top this up, you recite the Ayatul Kursi. When you leave your house and you recite this with Ayatul Kursi, your entire household, not only your household, but your neighbors as well, shall be under the protection of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Simple yet powerful means for protection. You know, I had a member of staff, and in one of the businesses, it was a supermarket, a mini market, and I think it was a football match, and after the football match, you know, these hooligans, they come in, and a whole group of these football fans entered the shop and started to smash and, you know, just cause havoc. So this staff of mine, he was habitual when he used to leave his house, he used to recite Bismillahi tawakkaltu ala Allah, la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah, and then Ayatul Kursi. He was habitual of this. So he was there at the shop when these hooligans come in and start to smash everything. And there's about 3 staff present at the shop. One staff had his head split open. The other one's got a dislocated shoulder because they couldn't handle it. And this staff who recites this Bismillah, he's swinging, trying to defend his fellow colleagues and himself. The both other staff are full of blood. You know, dislocated shoulder, head split open. And this one, he's the smallest out of the 3. And he's swinging punches and he's defending them and himself. And when he narrated this to me, he said, Brother Kamran, I swear by Allah, I did not even get one scratch. I said, how? How? Look at the state of the shop. Look what's happened to the other 2. How are you? He said, Wallahi, I can't think of anything. The only thing I can think of is that whenever I leave my house, I leave by saying Bismillahi tawakkaltu ala Allah, la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah, and I recite the Ayatul Kursi. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protected me. Real life incidents. There's many others you will come across. But make this habitual. Teach your children Ayatul Kursi. If you don't know this, teach your children. It's one long verse. And if you understand the meaning of this verse, you will see how powerful this is. It's beautiful, and there's another narration before I conclude. The one who recites Ayatul Kursi once, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commands 10 angels to go and protect this person. When he recites it twice, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commands another 10 angels, go and protect him. That makes it 20. Now when he recites it 3 times, thrice, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells the angels, you come back, I shall protect him myself. Subhanallah. So make it habitual, recite Ayatul Kursi. May Allah protect us and the entire ummah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gather us all the way we are gathered here in Jannatul Firdaus, in the neighborhood of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Wa ma alayna illa al-balagul mubin.